Okay, Coach Remy has accepted your request, Mr. EPM. So, guys, Mr. EPM, how can someone own the property in USA?
Property meaning like house or
Like,
property like
yeah, house, like maybe a car, house, anything. Like now,
the
Hmm.
difference between here and the most of African countries, there are so many restrictions, even owning the
Hmm.
land. In Tanzania, for instance, like you must be a citizen, you must be whatever.
Hmm.
Here, if you have money, even if you are in Kenya, you want to buy a house, buy. It's your money. They don't care. It's capitalist. So there is no restriction on that. But there are certain things, if you are here, it will be easier because US is not a cash system. Most of the things are loan. You have to get through loan. So if you have to get through loan, they have to trust you. Are you trustworthy person? Meaning, if you borrow the money from your friend, are you going to pay back? How are they going to know? So they have the credit score system. So if you rent an apartment and don't pay on time, you get reported. If you have a credit card, you just randomly use it, you don't pay on time or required as you agreed, they're reporting you. So there is a number credit from like 300 to 850. So your number will be going up and down in that particular range. The higher you go, the more trust you have, someone to trust you, the bank or any financial institution. Excuse me. So either any bank or any financial institution to trust you, so to get on the loan. So despite of, let's say I would say I paid 1,000 on this one, requirement I must have a certain number of credit score to be allowed to get a certain loan. Because if you have bad credit, you get very high interest rate. So unless others want to use cash, it's up to you. But majority of people cannot afford to use cash to buy a brand new vehicle of 25,000. So you can say, okay, choose. I'm giving an example. iPhone is 1,500, iPhone 12, for instance. Choose. Pay the full cash or have a good credit. You'll be paying $30 each month on top of your bill for the next 2 years. So why should I pay 1,500 in the front so people will get the contract on the phone? I want to buy a vehicle. I mean, especially I'm talking the new or if it's used, it has to be more expensive. Not you are going to buy a $1,000 vehicle and you want to credit on that. No. Let's say you buy 10,000, 50,000, 20,000. So you say, okay, you'll be paying for 4 years, for instance, maybe 250 each month. So they've already calculated that way. But in order to do it that way, they have calculated the interest rate and everything will depend also on your credit score, how it is. The better credit, that means you get the smaller interest rate. So the more trust they have on you, that you'll pay. So once you come here, number one thing is don't mess up with the credit and find ways on how to start your credit and improve your score. Because when you come here, you are zero. I mean, you are bad credit because you have never had any credit. So you have to start at least to have one credit card. At least you like make sure the bills for the electricity, water, anything you have, it has to be paying on time. You build that trust. It's just like right now, a person comes to borrow from you and doesn't pay back. Borrow to another friend who doesn't pay back. Borrow to another who doesn't pay back. So if you start, friends will start talking around, please don't give the money, don't lend the money to that person. So the banks, they are talking about it, but there is one system. All the banks, they will go to look at, oh, no, you're a bad guy. Because we don't have friends to go and ask. So they have a system in place to determine that. So one of the way of easy owning many properties, whether it be buying a land, to buy a house, to buy or take a loan for the car, even like farms, whatever, is through loan, and the credit score is number one thing. Is an equalizer, doesn't care your color. If you have a good credit score, it's the number. If you have bad, don't say, oh, these people are rest. No, it's up to you. It's the system.
Thank you.
Equalizer.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. We are almost ending or winding up. Now, another question is that what are the benefits of becoming a U.S. citizen, and how someone or one can lose it, and in which reason someone can lose it?
In which reason someone can
lose the benefits of becoming a U.S. citizen?
So,
and also,
so there is a, I mean, we usually say when you're a green card holder, you're just like U.S. citizen. You are not.
Yeah.
There is a difference. Yeah, there is a difference between $1 versus 1 Kenyan shillings. Yeah, there is a difference between playing Kenya League versus playing in a Premier League. It's a difference, though both are leagues for the particular country. So, once you are green card holder, yes, you'll be have opportunity of many jobs, but you cannot work with most of the federal government jobs because they require becoming a U.S. citizen. Once you are green card holder, if you travel, let's say go to Kenya, Uganda, if you stay for 6 months and maybe for full year, you have to inform the U.S. government that you'll be out of the country for more than this time because you are permanent of America. But a U.S. citizen can go and live in another country even for 50 years without even letting the government know, and there is no problem. But if you go then say 1.5 years without notifying the U.S. government, you have lost your green card. If you are a green card holder, you live in address 1 in this apartment in Missouri. You move from Missouri, you go to another city or another state. Within 10 days, by law, you are allowed to, you are required to change the address. Though they don't follow that, but by law, if you move to another address, not notifying the U.S. government, updating into the government immigration system, basically you are allowed to be deported, though they don't deport people, but that is the law. Then there are certain crimes if you commit as a green card holder, you might be deported. There are certain levels of crime. If you commit, they can deport you. If you're a green card holder, you decided to vote for the U.S. election, presidential election, for instance, or a senator, or a mayor, or whatever, and you get caught, you will be deported and they strip away your green card because you are not allowed to vote. You are a green card holder. You are not a citizen of the United States. Once you cross the line, you become a U.S. citizen. You will vote. You don't need to update the address anywhere when you move. You can go to live in another country for a number of years without even letting know, like, I'm out of the country for how many years? No, obviously supposed to pay the tax, but you don't need to tell them like, oh, I'm now in Kenya, I stay more than 2 years. You get the request. No, you don't need to have that one. And even if you kill the president, they'll never take out your citizenship. Unless otherwise, they come to find out the way you got to a green card first, whether it's through forgery, whether it's through fraud system. Like they come to us, okay, the day you got a green card, you got a green card through marriage because you faked that you were married. They can take out your citizenship on that way. But you become like a normal way up to become a US citizen. You and Biden, you are the same. Exception 2 is Biden was born in America, can be president, you cannot be a president. That will be the only difference. Apart from that, you are all the same. You cannot take away citizenship from Biden because he was born here. And I got citizenship, so you cannot take away my citizenship. Unless otherwise, the way I got citizenship was through a forgery, whatever. So once you're a citizen, you're a citizen.
Wow.